Hey guys, RC Thornton here, and I wanted to make this quick video just to share with you a perspective about something I've been thinking about for the last couple weeks. And it came from a few calls actually that I've had with various people and business owners with IRS problems in the last few weeks. So I've talked with pretty much everyone that I've talked to has had a pretty substantial problem. I mean, they usually owing the IRS high five figures, six figures. I mean, honestly, multiple six figures is more of the norm that we deal with here in our company these days. And it's really interesting. Like, when I talk with people, most of the time, folks are like, I really have to get this taken care of. I really need to get it fixed. RC, I'll do anything and everything to do it. But there were a couple of people I talked with in the last couple of weeks that had a really interesting response. After owing the IRS, let's say $100,000, $150,000, IRS showing up at their door, state tax authority showing up at their door, their response kind of when I got to the end of the whole thing that I shared with them on our initial call, and asking them whether or not they wanted to move forward was, I have to think about it. I have to look at my budget and kind of see if I can afford that or not. And one person, said, oh, that's very expensive, what you offer, what you do. I don't know. And by the way, here's the spoiler alert. What we do is not inexpensive at all. If you have a substantial balance with the IRS, I mean, it is not an easy project to get that fixed, and it obviously reflects on the fees that we charge. But I think the more important thing to think about is, what is the problem with someone who their overall attitude towards fixing their IRS problem is, I want to think about it, or, that's kind of expensive. What is the problem with that? The problem with that is the idea that in order to take action to make our lives better, we have to wait until things are convenient. So if it's easy, if it's free, if it's cheap, if it doesn't take a lot of effort, if I have a lot of free time, then maybe I'll do something to make my life better. The problem is it doesn't work that way, right? Because waiting for the convenient and the easy choice in life is what got so many people to where they have the problem with the IRS in the first place, where they've been blowing it off for years or upwards of a decade, if not longer. And they haven't been able to get it fixed because they're waiting for the stars to align, for everything to be perfect, to get a big hit in their business, to have a lot of free time, to have tons of cash, and then they'll do it. But the problem is it doesn't work that way, right? Because the fact that you have this problem with the IRS is what's keeping you from getting to that level in your business, right? If you owe the IRS $100,000 and they've been garnishing your bank account and your income, you're not going to want to work. Are you going to want to work harder or less hard in your business? You're obviously not going to work as hard because you know that if you're more successful, if you don't have this figured out, you're just going to owe more in taxes. Your situation is going to be worse. And then the IRS is just going to demand you pay them more money. So people, they think that, but they can't break the cycle. And if you have a tax problem and you're a business owner with a tax problem, the biggest piece of advice I could give you is to break the cycle in your mind of waiting until stuff is convenient to take action. That is the worst possible philosophy to have in business and with the IRS, because the IRS doesn't care what's convenient for you. They care zero what's convenient for you or what you would prefer to do. All they know is you have a substantial balance that you owe that hasn't been paid, and they're going to basically stop at nothing to collect it. And the people that wait for the convenience, it never comes. And then eventually the way that they do act is the IRS garnishes them. And then now they have no money left, and now they have to do something. And by the way, it costs a lot more to get it fixed at that point, because fixing IRS garnishments is a pretty extensive project in of itself, on top of an already extensive project, unfortunately. So, I mean, just think about it. Like, there's never going to be a convenient time to get your life back on the right track. There's never going to be a convenient time to live a better life that you're proud of and to grow your business. All that stuff doesn't exist. The only thing that works is to take action now and get it done. This is something I've lived with in my own life. I mean, when I think about growing my business, I invest very heavily in coaching. I spend, 5 figures annually on coaching and learning in my business. And that's hurt a lot more when I was newer and younger and wasn't, making as much profit or money as I am now as I've grown my business. But I thought to myself, I have to take action and implement and learn. It's not convenient, but if I want to get to the next level and be able to serve more people, I have to do it. Same thing with a tax problem. You have to strike while the iron is hot, and you cannot wait until it is convenient or cheap or free, or you have to think about it or you get your next big hit. You have to hit it now. And I mean, Really, maybe it sounds like I'm ranting a little bit. I certainly don't mean to, because the truth is most people do have that figured out. Most of our clients, I mean, they know that, come hell or high water, they have to find a way to make it work and to take care of their problem once and for all. And we've had so many wonderful clients who have made that decision to join us, and we've gotten them amazing, amazing, amazing results. And I know that that can be you too. So just really think about that. I mean, if you're thinking about how you have an IRS problem, but it's just not like a good time in your own mind, I encourage you to really challenge that notion, because by challenging it is how you're going to be able to improve your life and get on the other side of that whole situation and ultimately be happier for yourself, for your family, to run a more successful business, to be a better spouse, to be a better person, to be someone you're proud of, that you look up to and other people look up to. All of it exists on the other side of making hard decisions that will make your life better. Anyway, guys, I hope you're having a wonderful day here. And, if this resonates with you, I definitely invite you to sign up for a tax analysis session with me. I can see what I can do maybe to help you out. As I always tell people, this is not a sales pitch. It's entirely up to you what you want to do. It's your situation. It's your life. I'm just here to help if you want it. Somewhere around this video, either below, above, or on the side, there's going to be a link to schedule a time with me. Please go ahead and do that, and I look forward to speaking with you.